Hello guys, this is Jaguar speaking. Today I will read you a story called Afternoon on the Amazon. Now, we recently have some books to read, and let me show you I can read to you now, shall we? Afternoon on the Amazon by Mary Pope Osborne. We're gonna read you all the way up to around the prologue to around, let's say 10 chapters. Say that, shall we? One summer day, prologue, okay. One summer day in the Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, a mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods. 8-year-old Jack and his 7-year-old sister Annie climbed into the treehouse. They found it in the fields with books. Okay. Jack and Annie soon discovered that the treehouse is magic. It could be it could take them to the place in the books that all they have to do with was to point the pictures of which they could be there. Okay. Look at this. Okay. Jack and Annie visited the times of, dinosaurs, knights, pyramids, pirates, and ninjas, okay? Along the way, they discovered that the treehouse belongs to Morgan Le Fay. Never heard of him, but whatever. Morgan is a magical librarian for the time of King Arthur, with a wonderful guy of the day. Hey! She travels through the time and space, okay, whatever. Gathering books. In their last appearance, Night of the Ninjas, Jack and Annie learned that Morgan was under a spell. To free her, Jack and Annie happened to find 4 magical special things. In old Japan, they found the first thing, Moonstone, okay? Now Jack and Annie were about to set out in search for a second thing in the afternoon on the Amazon. Ooh, okay. Chapter 1. Where's Peanut? Ugh. No. Hurry, Jack, shouted Annie. Annie ran into the Frog Freak woods. Jack followed her. It's still there. A call. Jack called up with Andy. She stood up behind a tall oak tree. Jack looked up, and the magic tree's house was shining in the afternoon sunlight. We're coming, Peanut. Andy called. She grabbed the rope ladder and started up. Okay. Jack followed, and they climb and climb. Finally, they climb into the treehouse. Okay. Peanuts and Andy. Jack took off his backpack, and he looks around. Sunlight flooded around a stack of books. Books about ninjas, pirates, mummies, knights, and dinosaurs. The letter M shimmered on the wooden floor. M for Morgan Le Fay. Moving on. I don't think there's Peanuts here, said Jack. I wonder where she is, said Andy. How did you know Peanuts is a she? Moving on. Asked Jack. I just know it, said Andy. Oh, brother, said Jack. Squeak. Anthony laughed. Look, Jack. A small pink sock was moving around the floor. Yesterday, Andy turned her sock into a bed for Peanut and pick up the tiny hump. Squeak. Okay, I'm going to show you this picture right here, and then we'll turn on the next page. Wow. Okay, moving on. A brown and white mouse peek out of the sock. She looked from Annie and to Jack with her big eyes. Jack laughed. Hi, Peanut, he said. Um, okay. Will you help us again today? Asked Annie. In old Japan, Peter had helped them where they got lost. Where we have found 3 more things for Morgan, said Andy. Jack pushes his glasses into place. First, we had to find a clue that tells us where to begin, he said. Guess what, said Andy. What, said Jack. We don't have to look very far. She pointed in the corner of the treehouse. In the shelves there was an open book. Chapter 2, Big Bags. Wow, said Jack, putting up the book. The ninja book was opened yesterday. Now this one, who opened them? Jack closed the book and looked at the cover. It showed a picture of the green forest. The trees was very small, tall, and close it together. On the cover were the words "the rainforest." Oh wow, said Jack. Oh no, said Andy. Oh my God, really? Really, Andy? Moving on. What's wrong, said Jack. I learned about the rainforest in school, said Annie. It filled with big bugs and spiders. No, it does not. Continue. I know, said Jack. Half of them have never been named. It's creepy, said Andy. It's neat, said Jack. He wanted to take lots of notes in the rainforest. Maybe he could name some unknown bugs. Neat, yuck. Are you kidding me? Moving on, said Annie. She shivered. Okay, I don't get it, said Jack. You weren't afraid of dinosaurs, so you weren't afraid of the castle guards or the mummy ghosts, so you weren't afraid of pirates and ninjas, so you're not afraid of really scary things. So, but you are afraid of little bugs and spiders. That doesn't make sense. Agreed. So Jack sighed. Listen, he said, we have to go there to help Morgan. That way we can the book that was left open. I know that, said Annie, frowning. Moving on. Plus the rainforests are being cut down, said Jack. Don't you want to see one before it's too late? And he took the deep breath and slowly nodded. Thank God. Hope it, and okay then, let's go, said Jack. He opened the book again. He pointed to a picture that showed, blue sky, green leaves, and white flowers. Okay, moving on. Oh man, I wish we could go there, he said. The wind begins to blow, okay? Squeak, say here, Peanut, said Annie, as she pointed a mouse in her pocket. The wind picks up, the tree's house, started to spin, okay? Jack squeezed his eyes shut. When the wind, was whistled now, the tree house was spinning faster and faster. Then everyone was still. Everything was still. Okay, never mind. Absolutely still. While sounds broke the silence. Screech. Buzz. Church. Are you telling me that these sound effects are going to be more specifically into the frickin' this? Okay, moving on. Now, we got this picture here, seen here. It was a great idea to see it showing right here. Moving on, next page. Chapter 3. Yikes. Jack opened his eyes. The air was hot and steamy. It looks like we landed in some bushes. No, said Andy. She was peeking out in some treehouse window. Peanut was peeking out into Andy's pocket. Jack peeked out in the treehouse as well. I don't want to say two, but I'm sorry. They have went into a sea of sunny green leaves. Outside there was flowers, white butterflies and birds. So just in the book. That's strange, said Jack. I wonder why we didn't land in the tree. That way, this the way we always do. There we go. I don't know, said Andy, but let's hurry. We'll find a way, find a thing for Morgan, but we can go back home before we meet any big bugs. Good. Wait, there's something that seems weird, says Jack. I don't understand why we landed in some bushes. I better read about this. Oh, come on, said Andy. We don't even need a ladder. We just need to climb out the window. Andy put Peanut into a pocket. She stuck her on one leg out of the window. Wait, said Jack. Jack grabbed Andy's other leg. He read, the rainforest is in 3 layers, thick tree tops, upper 50 feet. I'll move on to the next page. In the air, okay, make up the top layer. This is called the forest carpet. Layout, the carpet is the understory for the forest floor. Get back in here, cried Jack. We're probably not more than 450 feet above the ground in the forest colony. This is the strangest picture ever, okay? This isn't really right. I showed this in the deepest side of the forest, and all of a sudden we get this? Seriously? Okay. That was the biggest treehouse I've ever seen in my life. Yikes, said Andy. She slipped back into the treehouse. Okay. We have to use the ladder, said Jack. He got on his hands and knees, and he moved Lee away from the hole in the floor. Okay. He looked down. The ladder seemed to fall between the branches of a giant tree. No. Stop. Just stop. Okay? Moving on. But Jack couldn't see beyond that. I couldn't tell what's down there, he said. Be careful. Jack puts the rainforest boat into the back. Pat. Okay, Miss Backpack, moving on. Then he stepped on the rope higher ladder. He started down. And he followed with Peter in her pocket. Okay. Jack pushed relieved. It came to the understory below the carpet. Okay. He looked down to the forest floor. It was very far away. Oh man, whispered Jack. Jack. Sorry. Moving on. The world was completely different from the one above the treetops. Down the river. Now that they were out in the sun, it was cooler. It was also damp and very quiet. Jack shivered. It was the spookiest place he had ever seen. Yep. Chapter 4. Millions of them. Yeah. Millions of dollars! Yay! Moving on. Jack didn't move. He kept staring down at the forest floor. Okay. What's wrong? A call from above. Jack didn't answer. You didn't see the giant spiders, do you? A said, well, no. Jack took a deep breath. we have to keep going. He thought we have kept find a special thing for Morgan. No spiders, no something scary, said Jack called. And he started down the ladder again. Okay, moving on. Jack and Andy climbed down through the understory. Finally, they step on the forest floor. Okay. Under a few rays, the giant slid through the gloom. Okay. The trees were very, very tall and they're very wide. Okay. Vines and moss were hanging above everywhere. The grounds were very covered with dead leaves. Before we do anything, I'll better check with the book, said Jack. He pulled out the rainforest book. He found a picture of the dark world under the treetops. He reads, it's in the rainforest, many living creatures believe in with their surroundings. This is called Fudge. Okay. Next page. Okay, where are we? We're on page 20, okay. Oh man, said Jack. He closes the book and look around. There are tons of creatures down there. We just can't see them. Really? Whispered Andy. She and Jack peered around the quiet forest. Jack filled his keen eyes watching them. Let's hurry and find the special thing, whispered Andy. How we know it? We could find it, Jack said. I think we just know, said Andy. She headed back off through the gloom. Jack followed. They crept between the huge trees and past hanging vines. Andy stopped. Wait, what's that? What's what? Listen, what that weird sound. Jack listened. He heard a creaking sound. Moving on. It sounded like a person walking over leaves. Jack looked around. He didn't see anything anymore. Anyone? Sorry, my mic keeps moving. Sorry. But the sound got louder. Was it an animal, a giant bug, or one that hasn't been named? Or bury a pig? I don't know. It could be color. Oh, adorable. Move on. Just then the solid forest came alive. Birds took off in the air. Frogs hopped over the leaves. Lizards ran up the tree trunks. The weird noise kind of grew louder and louder. Maybe the book explains it. Said Jack. He opened the book, found a picture of the different animals running together. He reads, when an animal hears a crackling sound, they flee in panic. The sound means that $30 million. Okay, joking. 30 million flesh-eating army ants are marching through the dead leaves. Oh man, you've gotta be kidding me. Let's go marching through la 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 la. You won $1 million, $3 million for you won $30 million joke. Okay, moving on. It's army ants, cried Jack. Millions of them. Where? Cried Andy. Jack and Andy looked around wildly. There, Andy pointed. And this is the picture I want to show you. This is something weird going on with this picture. Why? Just why? How many pounds are they, by the way? Millions? Army ants, millions and millions of them were marching over the leaves. It's just like ants rip off or something? I don't know. Run to the treehouse, cried Andy. Where is it? Said Jack, whirling around. All the trees look the same. Where is the roof ladder? Said, just run, cried Andy. Oh my God, help me. Jack and Andy took off. They ran over the dead leaves. They ran behind wild tree trunks. They ran past the hanging vines and mosses. They climbed over the roots. Jack saw clearly ahead It was followed with sunlight that way, he cried. Oh my God, help me. Jack and Eddie hurried toward the light. They pushed their way through the bushes. They burst into the bank of the river. They stared at the still moving brown water. Do you think their answer would come this way? Said Payne. I don't know, said Jack, but we remain way a few feet in the river. We're safe. The ants won't go in the water. Come on. Look, said Annie. She pointed a big log rocking at the edge of the river. The inside log was dug out. It looks like a canoe, said Jack. He listened to the crackling sound in the distance. Let's get in, quick. Yeah, okay, moving on. If I was quiet for some reason, but whatever. Okay. Jack shoved the book into his backpack. Then he and Andy carefully climbed into the dugout log. Annie leaned out of it. She pushed away from the bank with his hands. Her hands. Sorry, Marquis moment. Sorry. Wait, said Jack. We don't have paddles. Oops, said Andy. The canoe started moving slowly down the muddy river. Oh my God. Do we have time for this? Chapter 5. Scary Fish. Squeak. And patted the middle mouse into her pocket, okay? And it's okay, Peanut. The ants can't get us in the river. We're safe, she said. Maybe safe with ants, said Jack, but where's the canoe going? Jack and Andy said, I'm sorry, in the river. Sorry, Marcus moment, sorry. Branches spread over the water. Vines and mosses are lying down from them. We better look this up, said Jack. He pulled from the rainforest, but out of his backpack. Flipped through it, sorry. But soon he found a picture from the river. He reads, sorry. The Amazon River stretched over 4,000 miles, okay? You just won $4 million! I'm joking. Moving on. From the mountains of Peru across the Brazil, from the Atlantic Ocean, from the river basin contains over the half of the rainforest in the world. Moving on. Jack looked at Annie, okay? Okay. Jack looked at Annie. We're on the Amazon rain river. He said he was more than 4,000 miles long. Okay. Wow, Annie whispered. She looked at the river. She trailed her hand through the water. I have to mistake some notes, Jack said. He pulled his notebook out of his pack. He wrote, the Amazon rainforest is. What? Jack, look, there at those, prairie fish, with, the teeth, said Annie. What? Jack glanced at the rain. It's right. Annie was pointing at some bluefish swimming near the boat. The fish has red, bellies and razor-sharp teeth. Watch it, said Jack. Cried Jack. Sorry, Marcus moment. Those aren't pretty teeth. They're pyrenees. They'll eat anything, even people. Yikes, whispered Annie. They better get back on shore, said Jack, putting the books in his backpack. How, said Annie. We can go in the water now. And we don't have any paddles. Oh boy. Jack tried to stay calm. We need a plan, he said. Okay. Jack started the river. The canoe would soon float under some vines. Grab a vine, said Jack, and pull us into the store. Okay? Good idea, said Andy, as they glid under the branches, said Jack shut up. Okay? The canoe rocked. He nearly flew out. Balance the canoe, said Jack. Andy leaned to one side. Jack reached to. He missed. The canoe floated under more branches. Jack reached for another big vine. Okay, he grabbed it. It was cold and sugary. It was wiggled and jerked. I'm gonna show you one picture real quick. Okay, that was a big thing in it, by the way. But let's move on to the next page. Yeah, I'm on page 22. Anyway. Did he see that? He went to scream. Jack screamed, I don't know. Yeah, Jack screamed and fell back in the canoe. The vine was alive. It was a long scream snake. What? Hold on. The snake fell from the tree. It splashed into the water and swam away. Oh man, said Jack. He and Annie stared in the horror at each other. With what now? Said Annie, making a face. Jack looked at the river. There was no vines up ahead. There was a big branch broken from the water. Oh my god. Grab that branch near you, said Jack. Maybe we could use it for power. The canoe floated closer to the branch and reached for it. Suddenly the branch rose into the air. It was a crocodile. Anyway, help! Said Annie. She fell back in the canoe. The crocodile opened and closed its huge, long jaws. It's kind of remind me of the Jaws movie and Peter Pan. But no, Jaws movie does not have crocodiles. It has sharks. Moving on. But it moved past the canoe and swam over the river. Oh man, whispered Jack. A screeching sound split the air. Straight up, Jack and Ace jumped. Help, said Jack. He expected to see another terrible creature. Bad. But he saw was a small brown monkey hanging by its tail from a tree. Okay, moving on. Okay, that was just weird. It was never but trouble. Chapter 6. Monkey trouble. Squeak, squeak, Pia poked her head out from Annie's pocket. She seemed to be yelling at the monkey. Okay. Jump on the bed, one fell off and bumped his head. I'm joking. Anyway, don't worry, Peanut, said Annie. He's just a monkey, little monkey. He won't hurt us, okay? But suddenly the monkey grumbled a big red fruit hanging from the tree. He hurled it in the canoe. Watch it, shouted Jack. The fruit fell in the water and with a splash. The monkey screeched even louder. Okay. He grabbed another fruit. Okay. I'm going to show you this one more picture before we get to the last reading parts. I know this is a lot. This can take me long, but I'm going to read the rest of the book ahead while I'm showing the rest of these pictures. But yeah. Lay them about. Don't throw things at us, shouted Annie. But the monkey hurled the red fruit right at them. You want the banana, you fool. Anyway, Jackie and Eddie dug again, and the fruit splashed into the water. Stop that, Eddie shouted. But the monkey only waved his arms and screeched again. Oh, brother, said Jack, I don't believe this. The monkey grabbed the first fruit and Harold and Jack and Andy, but it landed inside the canoe with a thump. Bumpity bump bump bumpity bump bump. Oh, it was not even Christmas yet. Annie grabbed the fruit. She stood up and threw it in the back of the monkey. She missed the canoe rock and Annie almost fell out. Okay, that's why I had to point my fingers then. The monkey screeched even louder. Go away, Annie shouted. You're the meanest thing in the world. Oh my God, please help me. The monkey stopped screeching. He looked at Eddie, then he swung away into the forest. I think I hurt his feelings, said Annie. Who cares, said Jack. She should throw things. Uh-oh, said Annie. It's raining now. What? Said Jack. Jack looked up. A raindrop hit him in the eye. Oh no, I don't believe this, Jack said. What do you expect, said Annie. It is the rainforest. I guess the wind blew the canoe. Running from in the sky. Thunderstruck! Okay, moving on. The river's a bad place for to be in a storm. Moving on. Said Jack. We have to get this back in the store right now. But how? Said Andy. We can't raid or swim. The produce, the snake, the crocodile will get us. Okay. Screeching split in the air again. Oh no, said Jack. The party monkey was back. This time the monkey was pointing a long stick at the canoe. No, bad. Bad monkey. Jack crouched down. Was the monkey going to hurl the stick at him? Like a spear? And he jumped up and faced the monkey. Watch it, he nuts, said Jack. But the monkey just stared at Andy, and Andy just stared back at him. And after 1 minute, the monkey seemed to smile. Andy smiled back, and what's going on, said Jack. He wanted us to help us. And he smiled, and he said, sorry. Okay. Help us how? Said Jack. The monkey held up the long stick. Okay? And he grabbed the other hand. The monkey pulled on the other stick. Canoe started forward towards him. The monkey pulled the canoe all the way to the bank of the river. Okay. It's good. Chapter 7. Freeze! Yeah, I was gonna prank on you on this, by the way. Moving on. Anyway, Jack and Andy jumped up in the canoe. The rain started to fall harder. The monkey took off. He swung from tree to tree, hanging on the riverbank. He screeched to Jack and Andy. He wanted us to follow. And to said Andy, no, we haven't found a special thing. Then go home, said Jack. He wants to help us, said Andy. He should go after the monkey. The two of them vanished into the rainforest. Andy, thunderstruck the sky. Oh my God. Yeah, thunderstruck. Okay, whatever. Oh, brother, said Jack. He dashed over after Andy and the monkey into the rainforest. A dark forest, sorry. The forest seemed surprisingly dry, okay? Jack woke up, it was still rain, but the tree tops acted like a huge umbrella. Annie called Jack. Jack, cried Annie. Where are you? Here. Jack hurried in the direction of Annie's voice. Soon he found the monkey. He was screeching swinging from the tree. Okay. These animals look cute. Annie was nearing the forest floor. She was playing with the animal that looks like a giant kitten. What's that? Jack said. I don't know, but I love it, said Andy. Annie batted the animal's paws. Okay. It had just to go first, but black spots. Okay. Do you think it was a chip or something? I don't know. I better find out what it is, said Jack. He pulled out the rainforest book and flipped up through it. Oh, it's so cute, said Andy. Jack found a picture of an animal with gold fur and black spots. He reads, the Jaguar. Okay. I thought it was a chip. Chip, girls! Well, anyway, it's the biggest predator in the Western Hemisphere. Forget cute. Jack said that must be a baby jaguar. Maybe it just is going to grow up to be a biggest predator in. What's a predator? Said Annie. Grr. That was a terrible growl. Jack went around. Show you this picture. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. But this one. Oh no. This one is look at this right here, okay? On the left, okay? This one is just totally out of speechless right now. Next page. The mother jaguar was coming out from behind the tree. She was screaming out the dead leaves right towards Andy. Freeze, whispered Andy. Jack, sorry. And he froze. The jaguar keeps moving slowly towards her. Help, said Jack weakly. Suddenly the monkey swooped down from his tree. He grabbed the jaguar's tail. The jaguar then spun around and he jumped up. The monkey pulled the jaguar's tail again, then he let go and took off. The jaguar sprang after him. Run, Annie, said Jack. Jack and Annie took off from the rainforest. The rain for the leaves. Okay. That's fine. Chapter 8. Vampire Bats? Okay, wait, said Jack. Hey, I think we got away. Okay, Jack and Annie spotted running and caught their breath. Where are we? Said Jack. Where's the monkey? And said Annie, looking back at the forest. Do you think the jaguar caught him? No, monkeys are fast, said Jack. Of course, jaguars are fast as well. Jack thought, but he don't want to tell Andy that. I hope he's okay, said Andy. Squeak. Peanut peeked out of Andy's pocket. Peanut, I almost forgot you, said Andy. Are you okay? The mouse just stare at the Annie with her big eyes. She looked scared. Said Jack. Poor Peanut. Poor monkey, said Annie. She looked around at the forest. Yeah, because I really felt bad for these monkeys because Dad, if you watch this episode of Bedtime Stories, this episode comes for you because you're a monkey person, you know, and I felt kind of bad for you what happened to this book here. Anyway, said Andy. She looks around the forest. We better check the book, Jack said. He pulled out the book. He turned the pages, searching for help. He stopped a picture of a scary creature. Oh man, what's this? He said. Jack read the book right below the picture. It said, vampire bats live in the Amazon rainforest. Oh, God. At night, they quietly bite their victims and suck their blood. It's Halloween! And we're getting close to 11 p.m. I'm getting ready to, and it's already October 31st, so yeah, and it's almost finishing touches for Halloween, but you know what? I'm gonna say it anyway. Why did they have to suck their blood? Seriously. Vampire bats, said Jack. He felt fainted. Vampire bats and Annie. Jack nodded after dark. Annie and Jack look around. The rainforest seemed to be getting darker. Yikes, said Andy. She looked at Jack. Maybe we could still go home. Oh, God. Jack nodded for one he agreed with her. For once he agreed with her, yeah. Yeah. What about a mission, said Annie. What about Morgan? We'll come back, said Jack. He will have to be prepared. So we'll come back tomorrow, Annie says. Right? Now, which way was the treehouse, said Jack. This way, said Annie, pointing. No, that way, said Jack, and pointing in the opposite direction. They look at each other. We're lost, they said together. Squeak. Don't worry, Peanuts. Annie smarted to pat the mouse again, but then she stopped. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Jack, I think Peanut wants to help us, said Annie. How? The way she helped us in the time of ninjas. Annie placed the mouse in the lefty forest. The forest floor. Take us to the treehouse, Peanut. The mouse took off. Where'd she go? Said Andy. I don't see her. Sorry. Jack said. He pointed to the leaves, resting on the ground. A streak of white passed under the leaves. Yes, there, said Andy. Jack and Annie fell the moving leaves. The streak of white appeared and disappeared. Okay. Suddenly, Jack stopped. The forest forest floor was still. There was no sign of Peanut. Where's she? Asked Jack. He kept staring at the ground. Jack glanced around. Annie was standing on the other side of a nearby tree. She was pointing up. Jack woke up. Okay. Next page. Kind of reminds me of Jack and the Beanstalk for this next page. Moving on. Treehouse. Oh, who? Jack said softly. She saves us again. Okay. Said Andy. Okay. She ran up the ladder all by herself. Look. Annie put the rope ladder. Peanut was climbing up the one of the ropes. Let's go, Jack said. Annie started up the ladder. Then Jack and they followed Peanut all the way up to the canopy of the rainforest. Okay. Chapter 9. Jack and Annie, the thing, sorry. Jack and Annie climbed the tree house. Peanut was sitting on the stacks of hooks. Okay. Annie patted Peanut's little head. Thanks, she said softly. I have to write some notes about the rainforest, said Jack. You find the Pennsylvania book. Annie began searching for the Pennsylvania book. The book will always took them houses. Home. Okay, moving on. Jack pulled out his notebook. He wanted to take a lot of notes here, but he's written so far was the Amazon rainforest is. It's not here, said Andy. What? Said Jack woke up. He glanced around the tree house, and it was right. The Pennsylvania book was nowhere in sight. Was it here before he left home? Said Jack. I don't remember, said Andy. Oh man, said Jack. Well, now we can't get back to Frog Creek, okay? That means we'll be here for the rest. Vampire bats come out, said Annie. Okay. Someone came flying through the tree house window. Okay. Next page. Ah, Jack and Annie heard in the heads. Fun. Okay. Something hit the floor. A red fruit. Okay. That was adorable. Jack woke up. The monkeys was sitting in the window. His head was cocked to the one side. He seemed to be grim at them. Okay. He seemed to be okay. You're safe, said Andy. Thanks for saving us, said Jack. The monkey was just grinned. I just have one question, said Andy. She pointed at the fruit. Why is you throwing things at those as? The monkey grabbed the fruit. No, don't throw it, said Jack. He ducked. The monkey didn't throw the fruit. He yelled at Andy. He moved his lips as he were trying to say something. Okay? That was a great experience to be nice, by the way. Next page. Andy stared into a monkey's eyes. He moved his lips again. Wow, Andy said softly. I understand now. Understand what? Said Jack. Andy took the fruit from the monkey. This is it, she said. The thing, what do we need? What things? Said Jack. One of the special things we're supposed to find from Morgan. Andy said, to free her from the spell. Are you sure? Said Jack. Before Andy could answer, Jack saw the Pennsylvania book. Look, our book, he said, pointing. We found the thing. Now we could see the book, said Andy. That's the way it works, remember? Jack nodded. Now he remembered the Ninja Master said they wouldn't be able to find the Pennsylvania book until they have found the way that what they were looking for. The monkeys screeched with laughter. Jack and Andy looked at them. He was clapping his hands together. Andy laughing at him. How you know he would give it to us? She said. Who told you to do that? The monkey just waved at Jack and Andy. Then he turned and swung away out of the tree house. Sorry. Wait, said Jack, looking out the window. Too late. The monkey was gone. He was vanished below the treetops. Goodbye, called Andy. Let me just go to the next page. Happy screech, came from the mysterious world below. Jack sighed. He picked up his notebook again, looking to his right. The Amazon rainforest is. He had to write something that before they left. He quickly added, amazing. Okay. And this book will be amazing because, it was a great ending, by the way. Jack put away his notebook. Eddie put out the Pennsylvania book. Now it's really good time to leave, she said. But what about Morgan? Moving on. She turned the picture in the Fall Creek woods. I wish we can go there, she said, pointing the picture. The wind started to blow. The leaves began to tremble. The treehouse began to spin. It spins faster and faster. Everyone was still, absolutely still. Wait for Morgan, though. I don't know. Chapter 10, halfway there. Squeak. Jack opened his eyes. Peanut was on the treehouse window still, sorry. We're home, said Andy. Jack's breathing a sigh of relief. Andy held the fruit up in the afternoon light. What exactly this is? She asked. Maybe it is in the book, Jack answered. He pulled out the rainforest book. He flipped through the pages. He threw the pictures in the red fruit. Here it is, he said. He read out loud the mango and the sweet taste like that is a peach. Mango, said Andy. She bought the fruit for the close of the lips. Hey, that said Jack, grabbing the mango from her. We have to put the moonstone. Jack placed the mango on the M carved into the floor next to the clear moonstone. Moonstone mango, whispered Andy, and it sounded like a spell. We're halfway there, said Jack. 2 more to go. Then we have to free you, Morgan. Andy called as if Morgan was nearby. And how you know she can hear you, said Jack. We can move on to the next page. I just feel it, Andy said. Well, brother, said Jack. He need more proof than that. Squeaks. Penis was looking at Jack and Andy. We have to leave you now, said Jack said to the mouse. Squeak, can't we take her with us, said Andy. No, said Jack. Mom was let us keep the mouse in the house. She didn't like mice, remember? Next page. How could everyone not like a mouse? Oh, one sec, because I want to show you this last bits of pictures. One sec. This is awesome. Okay, moving on. How did everyone not like a mouse? Said Andy. Jack smiled. How can everyone not like a mouse? Spire, he said. That's different. And he patted Peanut's head. Bye, she said. Wait for us here. Wait to be back tomorrow. Wait, Jack bowed and patted the mouse too. Bye, Peanut. Thanks for your help, he said. Squeak. Oh, it's that a mouse. I don't know if I was food for some reason, but whatever. Jack put the Rainforest book on the top of the books about ninjas. Okay. Then he pulled out this backpack and then he left the treehouse. Then they climbed down the rope ladder. They step on the ground. They start walking through the Claw Creek woods. Left shadows dance to the right. A bird crawled out. Okay. These woods are very different from the rainforest, Jack thought. There are no jaguars or army ants here, he said. No little monkeys. Okay. No little monkeys jumping the bed, but whatever. Okay. You know that monkey was never being mean, said Andy. He was trying to give us the mango. I know. Actually, nothing being mean, said Jack. The army ants were just marching. Where there was army ants do. The paradise was just being paradise, said Andy. The snake was being the snake, said Jack. The crocodile would be just being a crocodile, said Andy. Jaguars just can't hear her baby, said Jack. Oh man. Andy shuddered. I don't have just still did not like bugs, she said. You know what? You don't have to love them, said Jack. Just leave them alone, and they won't bother you. In fact, that's true about the rainforest. Jack thought everyone should just leave it alone. Who cares if the bugs didn't have names? He said shortly. They don't know who they are. Jack and Andy stepped out from the Frog Creek woods. They started walking up the right street. It was a little going light. Race you, said Andy. They took off running. They ran across the yard. They raced up the street steps. Safe, they shouted together, tagging their front door. Well, here's the last of the pictures. Okay? And that's the end of our story. Okay. So that was Afternoon on the Amazon. What I think about this book? It was amazing. So far, this book took me nearly an hour to tape this episode. And it was a great, successful thing to make. Anyways, that wraps up Bedtime Stories, episode 19. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be... Hold on. Sunset of a Sabertooth. But until next time, this is Jerry saying goodbye. Peace out, baby. We get more bedtime stories for you guys very soon. But until then, the Jaguar saying out. See ya.